Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, I hope everybody's enjoying their January. In the news, things are changing really fast. For instance, last week we saw a person named Abdul come before a judge. This week we'll see a person come after a judge named Abdul. It's kind of hard to keep up. Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is heat. Now, of course, we all know what this word means, but sometimes it means other things, like being in hot water. President Obama is still being criticized about the underwear bomber, and the economy, and the mess in the Mideast, and the mess in the Mideast, not to mention the mess in the Mideast. Polls are showing that some of the president's early supporters are starting to show some disappointment in his performance so far. Now, boys and girls, this happens to all politicians. They make all kinds of promises when they're running, and all the voters know the promises are empty, except for the one that I care about the most. He'll keep that one. And then when they don't, they get reelected anyway. By the way, boys and girls, maybe you've noticed that large parts of America need a little extra heat right about now. Bundle up really warm when you go outside, and when you're inside, if your mom feels cold, put on a sweater. That works for some reason. Well, somebody else who's feeling that other kind of is TV host Jay Leno. When he was on at 11:30, maybe you couldn't stay up to watch him, but now that he's on at 10, you've probably joined the millions who aren't bothering to. NBC might move him back to 11:30, but then they would have to put Conan O'Brien somewhere. And now it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Chris in Mission Viejo, California. Hi, Chris. Chris writes, Dear Uncle Jay, I keep hearing about the deficit and the national debt. If America owes so much, why doesn't it just print more money? Wouldn't that take care of the debt? Thanks, Chris. Well, actually, that is what America's been doing, not just since last year's crisis, but for many, many years. And Chris, here's why that doesn't work. Paper money is just paper. We use it so that we don't have to carry around the actual wealth that it stands for, things like gold and silver and certain kinds of gems and metal. And so, if we print twice the amount of paper money to stand for the same amount of wealth, or triple the amount, or 800,000 times the amount, the actual value of that wealth keeps being worth less. And actually, Chris, that problem happened so many years ago that now they don't even pretend that paper money is tied to gold or silver or nickelbacks or anything. Don't forget, you can see more at www.UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a great kid is great news.